What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of the Celebrity Junk. Guys, the NFL draft has officially ended, and for many of you guys who watch the NFL draft or the NBA draft, we get a chance to see something very, very unique, okay? And what is it that we get to see? We get to see these people and their families, especially in the first round of the draft, but then we also get to see their girlfriends. And in the case of Mr. Treylon Burks, we saw that he had a lot of white women around him, and then there was one photo of his white girlfriend staring in the eyes of his black grandmother. But see, what we're not talking about is something else that happened even prior to him being selected. The number 14 pick went to the Baltimore Ravens, and they drafted Mr. Kyle Hamilton of Notre Dame. Now, Kyle Hamilton is a great player, expected to start immediately. Who was he dealing with here? His white girlfriend, and they have this handshake here that you see when he got drafted. And everybody thought it was cool. Everybody thought it was great. But you see, here's what we're not talking about. Another eligible black man, an African American, who now has a future potential white wife. And for those of you who want to say, well, you know, that don't mean nothing. Well, number one, he's from Atlanta. Okay. So what does that mean? In high school, why didn't he have the opportunity to get with a lady of his own kind? He's from Atlanta, right? Let me probably tell you why. Maybe because the young ladies coming up in his area could have thought he was lame, didn't think that he was cool. But when he went to Notre Dame, where I'm going to just be real, it's not a lot of black women in Notre Dame. He gets with this blonde. And if you look at her, it's not the kind of blonde that y'all brothers like. Y'all like the blonde chicks, that's over there on Instagram with those kind of big old, jiggly booties and stuff like that. This is what y'all like. No, this is the kind of blonde that the white man likes. Most rich white men, the kind of Vanna White type of blonde. This is the kind of blonde that, that a lot of black guys is scared to be around because you might get arrested because you over here dealing with the white man's woman. She's that type of blonde. No booty, not really thick, really slim, classical white woman, blonde hair, and they have a little handshake that you might do with somebody in the hood. What does that show you? Okay, the white woman that he selected is going to be a little submissive. She's going to be there to learn all your stuff and even have fun with you outside the bedroom. How many of you guys have seen like a black college couple do something like that? It happens, not often. Not often. What are we talking about here? What we're talking about is eligible young black men who get a chance to go outside of the black community. What we are seeing more and more is just not athletes doing this. Look at Damon John, your business guys, okay? A FUBU. Look at a lot of people, guys. Byron Allen. A lot of these sorts of dudes are going white. Now, I know what you guys are going to say. Yes, most black men marry black women. That is true. That won't be the case in the next 10 years. Okay? Here is just more evidence that you're seeing that as soon as black men get out of what is known as the black community or go out to other communities and go out and expand and be able to compare notes, this is what they're doing. It's not a beauty thing. We have plenty of beautiful women in our community. It's not a personality thing because, well, that could be it, but I'm talking about like a lack of personality because black women have a great personality. What it is it's not a problem thing because you have problems in black relationships and in white relationships. But I'll tell you what it is. Fighting for the authority figure in the relationship and letting a man actively lead you. That's something that this white woman is not going to have a problem with. She wouldn't be there if that wasn't the case. She is clear set and she believes that this guy is a good man. He has good credentials. He's eligible to lead. He's a guy that's not going to leave her. He's a guy that's going to put his family first. He's a potential husband figure. She knew that before he probably even got selected on the Ravens. She put herself out there to be seen by this guy. Young black women do not think like that as much. They are thinking about, I'm going to get the bag by myself. I don't need no man. If I get married, oh well, it'll just come. I'll let God handle it. Yada, yada, yada. And if it comes, it comes. Then when they see this young white woman who's being more intentional about getting a man, don't matter what his race is, they're going to be intentional. They're not going to wait until after college and then let's hopefully find out. No, well, I'm in college right now. This is the best chance for me to go ahead and do it. Let's do it now so I don't end up on Tinder dating. Boom, they do it. They score big. House taken care of, bills taken care of, kids taken care of. Patrick Mahomes' girlfriend, we already see it. His wife, already see it. Bag secured. Popping out babies, more bags secured. Then the black woman is sitting there like, wait, why is she doing the hand gestures? Because that's supposed to be you doing the hand gestures with him. That's why. Because you're not there when you're supposed to be there. That's why. Then a lot of black women going to sit around and say, well, black men treat white women differently than black women. I'm going to say this. Yes, you might have some brothers out there that might choose a white woman just because she's white. But ultimately, black men are equally attracted, in my honest opinion, to a black woman who's attractive, to a Hispanic woman who's attractive, to a black woman, to a white woman that's attractive. It is going to come down to, ultimately, who is going to be the one that you feel will give you the best treatment. Who's going to be the one that's going to try to contribute the most to your life? Do you see what these women are doing? These women are getting up in the morning and cooking these guys breakfast, giving these guys a whole different experience. You know, like if you come from the inner city, and I'm not saying that he is, I think he's not, but going skiing, going camping, like doing extracurricular activities, experiencing a whole new life that they've never experienced before, showing these guys a whole different world. You know, like if they're dating certain chicks. No, I'll wash the dishes for you. You're a man. I'm a woman. I'm going to wash dishes. Like, what? I'm used to washing the dishes. No. You don't wash the dishes because that's what I do. That's how these girls are playing it. And this guy's like, wow, okay. You know, how are you going to compete against something like that? I can tell you that you cannot. And y'all can get mad if it's not my fault, but y'all know that it's true. The more that these ladies are going to scoop up these guys, it's going to continue to get worse. But guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of Celebrity Drunk. Already put you for all that you do. Subscribe to the bell. Check out the first comment at the top. And as you know, the buffoonery remains an all-time high. I'm out.